how's it going? I hope you all are doing great. Today I am cleaning my iDOO Hydroponic LED grow light system that I have right here. If you guys are interested in this system, I will link the video where I did an unboxing and showed you how to set it up in the description below. So if you guys are interested in that, you can go to the description and find that video. But I wanted to show you guys today how to clean this thing, and I also want to give you guys a little bit of an update of what I have growing in here and how it's doing. So the first thing that we see in the middle here growing, I have some red romaine lettuce, and I did a couple of updates on this so far. This is the same red romaine lettuce that I planted in my original video, and it is doing so good. I have harvested off of these plants 5 or 6 times now. I just take off leaves from the outer portion of the plant, just like this. I'll show you. So I'll take a leaf that's more towards the outer side and I just snip it off. And that's what I do. Whenever we're having a dinner or whatever, I'll just come in and snip off all the outer leaves. And then this plant will continue to produce little leaves from the center and just continue to grow and grow and grow. So as long as you don't remove those center leaves, your lettuce plants will continue to grow if they're a type of romaine like this. So that's just a bonus tip for you. I want to bring you guys in a little bit closer and show you a few other things that I have growing in here right now. Okay, so here's the red romaine like I was showing you, up nice and close to it. You guys can see the coloration on this plant. It is beautiful. It looks really healthy, doing really good. This one here got a little bit crispy on the edges. I think I let the water get a little low, and that's why that was happening. A few of the leaves got like that, and I filled the water up and it's good. So if you guys are having trouble with yours and yours are getting a little crispy on the edges, you need to make sure that you're checking the water level more regularly. Also, I have some cilantro growing right here and some back, move all the lettuce out of the way, back here. And then also, let me move these. I have some little basil starts in there. Just little basil seeds. They're just starting to, there it is, just starting to sprout. So one of the cool things about this system that I really like is you can go in and see that this plant is just starting to sprout. Doesn't look like a whole lot's going on there, but if you lift it up out of the water, you can see he's already growing roots. I mean, look at those roots from just that. So that is really a really cool part of this type of system, is you really get to see the root growth and the root development, and you get to keep an eye on it and monitor it and see how the roots of a plant are doing, which obviously you can't do in a soil situation. So the first thing that you want to do before you start cleaning your system is you want to make sure that it is turned off. You don't want to damage the lights or the filter whenever there's no water in it or anything like that. So make sure that your system is turned off and unplugged. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now and unplug him. Okay, and next I'm going to lift this whole top piece that you can remove out of here. So I'm going to grab a pan here that this hopefully fits down inside, okay, because I figure this is going to be a mess of water. So let's see here. And I want you guys to see what's happening in here when I lift this up. Look at all of those roots. Oh my word. Isn't that crazy? They all look really healthy. It looks really good. Okay, so I'm just going to gently sit that down inside that pan and set those aside. Now, our system here has some roots left in it. I don't know if those ones got pulled off or if they're just left over or what. But now I'm going to take this and I am going to dump it out. I want to start over with totally fresh water and everything in it. I'm going to scrub this out and clean it really well. And I'm also going to clean the filter which I will show you guys. One thing that we struggle with here at our house is we have extremely high calcium levels in our water, and so we have big calcium deposits on everything we use. If you know, our coffee makers and things like that, like it gets a lot of calcium build up quickly because we just have a lot of calcium in our water here. So I'm gonna make sure that I scrub this really well. I don't want the pump or anything like that getting gummed up with calcium deposits. And so if that's something that you guys have in your area, make sure that that's just something you're checking. Okay, before I get ahead of myself, I wanted to show you guys one more thing too. This is what the inside of your system looks like. And this is a little filter that sits right on top of your pump, which is right here, the water pump. And my filter, I just pulled right out. It was sitting on the side kind of, so I pulled him out and he was full of roots. I had to pull all the roots out of him and clean him out. But I wanted to show you here this pump. Looking at it, there's two little clips, and I just wanted to kind of show you guys this because it might be a little tricky to figure out how to get out. So there's a little clip on either side of this pump where these two little notches are. I hope you guys can kind of see that. And you need to separate those clips, pull them out a little bit, one at a time as you lift this top piece off. It's hard to take it off while I'm showing you. I'm sorry, guys. So here is the top piece, and then inside here is where your filter is. And then the filter just pulls right out, and you can rinse this whole thing then. Make sure that nothing is gummed up in it. It has roots on the bottom of it. The roots are everywhere. So just make sure that you get any crazy roots out of there, and make sure that this whole thing gets nice and clean and rinsed out. So that's what I'm gonna do now. Okay, so now that my system is all nice and clean, I'm going to reassemble it. And I figured I'd just do that on camera with you guys too. So there is a little black filter piece that goes behind your filter. So let me just show you here. You see this little box where your filter sits. We're going to just place this piece, I'll show you here in a second, in there behind it. And this kind of just cushions the filter. I need to get that a little more situated once I get my filter in there, but that's the general idea. And what this does is it keeps the filter from rattling against the plastic and making a lot of noise. Okay, so this is really just to keep the filter nice and quiet inside the system. So then I'm placing the filter back inside there, and the filter has little, let me show you, suction cups on the bottom, which will suction cup to the bottom of your system. It's a little bit of a pain to get it in there. And then this little black piece goes right on top of your filter. So there's the filter. This just sits right behind there. And again, this is more of like a noise canceling thing so that the filter isn't in there rattling around, making a bunch of noise. So then this little piece goes on top of all of that, and the filter hole comes out the top of this. And we are just going to snap this into place, making sure that the white cord back here fits right into its little hole. I'm sorry guys if you can't see this, but there's a little hole in the back there where the cord fits right through. Okay, so there, our filter system is all reassembled. That's really basic and really easy. So that's that. Really, now all we need to do is fill it back up with our water and our fertilizer. There has been a little bit of discussion on what fertilizer to use, and I wanted to address that. I honestly, with you guys, have been striking out on finding good certified organic fertilizer for a hydroponic system like this. There does not seem to be a lot on the market, and what is out there is a little bit confusing. Some of it says that it's organic, but if you dig a little deeper, you'll find out that it's really not certified organic, and just a lot of things like that. I will tell you that the nutrients that are used in the fertilizer that comes with the iDOO system is considered all natural fertilizer products. Is it certified organic? No. Does it say it's natural? Yes. So this is where I guess it's going to kind of depend on your personal wants and desires from it. If you're okay using what comes with it because it says that it's natural ingredients. If you guys would rather use a synthetic fertilizer, totally your choice. That's up to you guys. If you would like to try to find something that is certified organic, again, your choice. I'm striking out. I am having a hard time finding something that is truly certified organic fertilizer for a hydroponic system like this. If you guys have any suggestions, or you use a hydroponic system and you have a product that you love that is certified organic, please tell me in the comments below. I have been searching for weeks now. So if you guys know of a great product, please let me know. If not, this is what I have so far. I'm going to continue to use the fertilizer that came with this system. It's doing really well. It's considered natural, and I haven't found a better alternative yet. So this is where we're at, and this is what I'm gonna use for now. So that's what I'm gonna fill it up with today. Okay, so I got it all filled back up with fertilizer and everything. If you guys are interested in seeing what that process looks like or how much fertilizer to use based on what the system says, I have that all in my first unboxing and setup video that I have in the link below. So if you guys are interested in seeing that, you can go watch that on that video. So I have filled the water up to the max fill line, which is 5 liters. And I am now just going to replace the top piece that has our roots in it. Gonna make sure that I get all of those back in there and make sure that the top is nice and secure. Okay, and then we have our light piece, which this does have a little plug at the bottom of it that plugs into the system. So you want to make sure that that gets plugged in properly. So let me just turn this around so I can show you how this plugs in. So there's two little kind of like guide, I don't know what you call them, things that this needs to fit into along the sides. And you want to make sure that those get into the side rails properly, if you can. Okay, this is hard to do. Oh, I see. It's easier to put this on if you put the top piece on last. Okay, let me do that. I cannot get that top piece in. So let's take this back off. I'm making a mess of water on my counter here. Okay, put this on first, because then it lines up with those notches, making sure there's not water down inside there. And then this just snaps into place, okay? And then also, of course, this light thing can get taller or shorter depending on the height of your plants. Okay, so let's turn this back around without spilling it everywhere. Okay, and then we can place our plants back in here. Get these roots in here. Got it on backwards. Ay, ay, ay. Make sure everything's situated in there really good. Okay. All right. There we go. And I didn't break anything. Well, not yet. Okay, so there is it all reassembled. Let's plug it in and make sure it still works, because that's an important part. Okay, so we're gonna plug it into the back and then into the wall here. It should beep. There it is, it beeped. And she works, yay. I'll lower that a little bit because I still have seedlings in here, and that's one thing that I did want to discuss with you guys a little bit, is obviously as your plants grow taller, you want to lift the light up, but also if you have seedlings starting, you want that light to be kind of close to them. That's one thing with my lettuce that I have tried to do, is make sure that I'm pulling off leaves that are shrouding these other plants, because they will block the light for the seedlings and not allow them to germinate as well. So just something to think about, the light situation, and if you're starting new seedlings in here, just be mindful of that and making sure that they are getting the light that they need still too. Well guys, I hope this video was helpful showing you how to clean out your system if you got one, and we'll see you in the next one.